I know it's light level 0, but I just feel better with it being if it's at 2 or 1 having something on it. I know I saw one with 2. Everything else feels good. Now we have one more section to fill in. And this section is going to be all grass pre-made, so this whole section is going to look nice immediately. Can you believe I'm doing this all for bees? Well, this whole platform is going to be for bees. Crazy, I know. You just build a quick, easy, like, bee farm in the nether and call it good, but no. I want to do this organically, like it's Stardew Valley. That looks really cool though. I do kind of wish the glass was connected, but until a mod gets updated till 21, it's gonna look like that. You know, words coming out of my mouth is something that's sometimes really easy and sometimes really hard to do, because I thought about something, but I'm also kind of like, I could probably just ask somebody else about it. And I also don't know if Brad's still here. Just speaking about Stardew Valley is on sale if anybody wants to grab it on Steam. That game's always on sale though. Goodbye, good game. Would play again, 10 out of 10. Need to play the new update. Hi, Brad. Thank you for being here, Brad. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was like a cornerstone question, but at the same time, also kind of like I don't want to ruin anybody's fun. But since we're all content creators, or more of a majority of us are going to make content on there, besides like a select few, I think. I was just like, I guess it's gonna have to be required, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. I answered my own question. It was about texture packs and stuff, but I'm like, Chuckles is gonna force us to have a resource pack, and so I'm going to assume if we were to use anything else, it would work. It's not like I use anything. I just have like a clear glass mod, or a clear glass texture pack, which doesn't affect anything besides glass connected textures. I guess it affects like maybe ice, but I don't think it does. I don't know. I did a couple things, but all I know is the texture pack makes nice clear glass, and that's what I wanted. Not that I hate Minecraft glass, but I mean, at the same time, I do. You know what I mean? You get back here. I think it goes to 4 is the lowest. Also, like, who uses texture? Like, what content creator really uses texture packs anymore? I know a couple do, but I also feel like you really gotta love the texture pack to really want to play with it. Because honestly, I feel like getting older, classic Minecraft looks really nice. Especially if you play with like other people with content, it feels more like you want everybody to be able to see the same thing. So it'd be kind of weird to play everybody have different texture packs. I know at the start of this, I was like, oh, I want to play with DokuCraft. And then I chose Faithful, and then it's like somehow changed back to Classic, and I didn't even notice. And I've been playing with it ever since. It's just one of those things where resource packs are cool. I feel like the resource aspect of the pack is more cooler. And like, if you want to change like small little things like the hearts, like texture packs, or like helmet design, like I feel like that's fine. But looking at blocks, it's really hard to look at a new texture pack for me. I'm like, yeah, but I guess it doesn't feel like Minecraft anymore. I know back in the day, I always liked to play with some realistic textures over like Minecraft textures. They do like the look when Minecraft has really realistic like textures, or more real textures, I guess, not realistic, because realistic kind of does look weird. I need to shave all this grass. Didn't expect me doing this today. Need more grass. Yo, puff puff past that grass. Come on over here. Yeah, Dolphin, I hear you. You're probably trapped under here and about to die. Getting to be under the grass, homie. Don't let the grass control you, Holmes. Beat it. Yo, Brad, if you're still here, here's an actual question for you. As a man in a different country, I believe Australia. I know you're either Australian. I believe you're Australian. If not New Zealand. I'm like 99% sure it's Australia, but I know some people just be like, oh, they're from Australia, and then they end up being from like New Zealand. I'm like, you could have just said New Zealand. I'm like, yeah, it's like, it's just easier to say that to people. I'm like, yeah, I guess so, but New Zealand's kind of a whole thing. Anyways, what's like an odd thing for you coming to America? Like, what's just some like weird stuff you see here, and you're just like, wow, why? Like, why is America like this? That's like, I always just have like interesting questions about stuff like that. Like, how does the rest of the world see certain things? I think I asked a question very similar to this like a couple weeks ago. So I was like, how is Minecraft and like Fortnite in other countries? You're like, I don't know, I don't pay attention to kids. And I'm like, fair enough. That's also something I want to know. I know I have a pretty big audience in the UK too. I know like Random Cat, he's from the UK. And a lot of my videos get viewed in the UK. Also, I guess that's a question for like UK and I guess English speaking countries. Like, do you prefer your own content creators, or do you prefer like I shouldn't say English, but American content creators, or like do Australian/New Zealand people prefer like England people, or do they prefer like Americans? Because I feel like America, we produce a lot more content than the rest of the world. I don't know. It's just questions I have in my head about other countries and YouTube and other like how is YouTube done in other countries? Like, clearly a lot of people from YouTube are big, like Fitz. He's a big New Zealand YouTuber / Australian YouTuber at this point. Like, how does stuff work for him? Or like Canadians, right? Like, is Canada just very similar to like United States, where it's just like the more or less the same thing? Or is it more like taboo? Or I guess nowadays it's like, hey, you want to be a content creator for it? Go, bud. Do what you want. Be amazing. It's like, yeah. I'm giving myself a time limit here. It's 11 o'clock, like almost on the dot. Current time. And I'm definitely going to end the stream at least at midnight, because I can't be doing another 7-hour stream. I do have work tomorrow. I do go in later, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But I just have an extra hour, and I do want to start on the building and some stuff. Never text back. Yeah. That's gonna be cool, having those like custom hats and stuff. you're perfectly fine. Like I said in our meeting the other night, surprisingly, when I'm playing by myself, I can talk and talk and talk, but if I'm just chilling out with people, I'm very quiet. I let other people do the talking, where I am like, I'm just gonna hang out, chill out. If you ever noticed me in Lethal Company, you probably know, like, when I'm by myself, I'll be like, well, gotta make my own content. Even though I'm not streaming or recording, I will, somebody might be watching me and they might find this entertaining, so I'm just gonna slowly talk to myself while collecting items and not just sit there quietly collecting items. But if I'm with people, I'm typically one of the quiet people in the group, unless people are doing a bit. You Knuckles Shell, you're a bitch. What do you have, actually? Small drip leaf, dark oak. Yeah, you're useless. Useless. You hear that? Useless. Oop. The borderless windows. No, it's like some resource pack I found. That clear glass pack. Made by this guy. I mean, if Vanilla Tweaks allows it for be borderless, I'll absolutely take that. I need to look into it. I looked into it a bit, but nothing really interests me. Just because it feels too different for some things. Like leaves. I was watching Exuma's Hermitcraft stuff with like copper, like his copper shop. And it was cool. It's a really cool shop, but then he put it like bushes down, and for him it looks really cool. But I can tell probably for the rest of the hermits, unless they all use the same like Vanilla Tweaks texture packs, like it's just gonna look like leaves on the ground. I mean, for sure it will look nice regardless, but he has those like nice like bush leaves, and so they'll look really good. But I'm like, I like borderless glass myself. I do too. It looks really nice. Oh my gosh, Brad, I'm almost done. Yeah, I try to keep mostly vanilla for text, so when I build, I know. Yeah. Like my whole thing. I like just knowing everybody's looking at the same thing. I'm looking at the numbers.
No problem.